Hello and welcome back to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. Jim Pittibone here. So, I, I spent 4 hours working on this to try to reorganize and straighten everything out that was failing horribly. And I don't even know where to begin to show what was happening or what happened. I guess the biggest change, right now we're still having a little problem here, is I changed my power plant, or changed the orientation of my power plant. I had it running this way with coal coming, two coal conveyors running here, and consistently my power plant was running out of coal, and I had to have trucks deliver from here to here. Well, it was a circuitous route, they had to go around. And I did some looking around on the internet and stuff, and do it this way. Well, this way seems to be working because my power plant has coal. Now my problem with the power plant is having people. I'm having like brownouts and things because the workforce drops to like 2 people. And I have this building and this building with their primary job source is working at the power plant. And you saw there 22 people don't have jobs here. So I don't know. We're still trying to work on this. We had to start buying power, tearing down, destroying the power plant, building a new power plant. I dropped almost, basically I wound up at the point where I was only exporting, I think, 3 truckloads of gravel. The next problem that ensued was over here with these tanks. These tanks, or this tank, and okay, wait a minute. Let's go back over here. Over here, right here, I have a small distribution yard, or a small distribution office, and they're doing all the taking food from the food factory and alcohol. Actually, alcohol was coming out of the warehouse. So anyway, they're running back and forth, plus they're supplying the fuel to the fuel stations. Everything needs fuel in the game, and they need electricity. So I was having them pick up fuel from this loading unloading facility. Okay, no big deal. Except I have a train with a single tank car running between here and the border, delivering a tank load of, at that time was fuel, because and I'm not sure if this is pronounced right or not, bitumen tank was empty, so I had to start doing fuel. Okay, it emptied the fuel tank. Even though this fuel tank's here, it wouldn't pump into this tank. So I have this massive fuel tank here that's not doing anything. So hence emptying this tank left no fuel supply for my tanker or my fuel supply trucks to fuel the gas stations or the fuel stations, bring fuel to the fuel stations anyway, which then left basically everybody over here, over here in the farming district with no fuel. And their equipment, trucks, cars, trucks and combines, tractors and everything else couldn't get over here. So they were all parked and just left because this fuel station had no fuel. Plus all these vehicles had no fuel. Plus all these vehicles had no fuel, and so on and so forth. So everything came to a screeching halt. And because I was working somewhere else on the map, I really didn't know this was happening. So, let's see, that's working. The mine, for some reason, they're not, they're producing, but not anywhere near. The cable car quit delivering people here. So the coal mine basically shut down. So the coal left there, and then we had to buy more power and to keep everything else running. It appears the coal mine is keeping enough because it's grabbing it from the aggregate storage, which is full. It drags off coal as it needs it. So, and talking about the new winter stuff, I can put maybe a heating plant somewhere, somewhere in this area and supply heat to the buildings. Let's see, that takes care of that. I think somewhere on my railroad line I saw maybe not. When just before I cut the game off last night, or actually early this morning, there was a little question mark somewhere in here, which that train had run out of fuel. That train is going to go away because it's not. I promise you put a second tank in. But then again, so that has an output. That's all inputs. That has an output. I don't know whether I can run. Oh, no, there it is. I see it. It came. Oh, no. That's the different train. How does that work? Oh, yeah, right. Okay, yeah, that's the fuel train. I don't know. I can see if I put another tank somewhere around here and connect the two of them together and then pump it into there. I think we only have. Oh, thanks. I think we only have. Yeah, those are outputs. Yeah. So anyway, that's that. We're not going to wait any longer here. And then my next. Where is my other? There it is. So in the midst of everything, while that was going on, this is what I've done, kind of off screen. Well, not kind of. I did. We do have our meat warehouse is full, which is allowing us to build up our livestock. What crap? Yep. We've got a lot of livestock. And they're full, so they can't slaughter any more animals for right now. We did put a hospital in here, but we had no doctors. So initially I put in, this building had like 8 workers in it, I think. So I hired a bunch of specialists to work at the hospital. Nope, that didn't work. So I gave them cars. College educated, whatever. And I gave them cars so they would, and I put in the parking lot over by the hospital so they would drive over to the hospital. Yep, in theory that worked. In actuality, it didn't. So I put a bus station here that runs to here because this is too far to walk. Unless you're at this bus station, and then you can walk over there. So it's kind of, people are coming to the bus station, then they walk over here, then they go to the hospital. Or they'll get in their car and they'll drive over here. Or they'll go, I had to put another another parking lot here outside the mall. And I paved roads. I built this road, put this road through, and had the works department, wherever they're at, there. They did the graveling. I don't have an asphalt plant down here, so I don't have an oil supply yet. So yeah, gravel for now. And then I ran power over here. I put in another construction office, and a gas station, and a bus station. So the people of Brospin can take the bus over here by the hospital, wherever that bus stop is. And I replaced the bridge. I don't know why I did that. But anyway. Then push the road up here, which they're still working on. See, there's a lot of stuff up here they have to work on. Dirt roads. And they're working on that. I put in my uranium mine in anticipation of starting that up. I put in my coal mine up here with a conveyor system running down to the processing plant, running to a large aggregate storage facility. Ran power, hooked everything up. This little town, they have power. They're not real happy, but they will be in. Hopefully, I have to build something here for the mine and the processing plant. And then again, I'm going to have to build something somewhere, probably down here, to supply the personnel needed for the uranium mine, the processing plant, the the mine, the processing plant, the conversion plant, and the nuclear fuel fabrication. To which thereupon I hopefully somewhere down in here a nuclear power plant. Hopefully. But to do that, either I have to truck chemicals down here, because I think that's what they need chemicals. They need chemicals. They just process it. So I need to get 18 tons of what? They use 2 tons of uranium ore and 2/10 of a ton of chemicals, 40 megawatts of power to produce almost 1 ton of UF6. And over here, they take not quite half a ton of UF6 and 3/4 of a ton of chemicals, 14 megawatts of power to produce almost 1/10 of a ton of nuclear fuel. Now, if I use a large power plant, and I know I need cooling towers, but I'm not sure how that works yet. Twin reactor nuclear plant produces 9,360 megawatts of power, whereas the coal plant produces 1,400 megawatts. Even a single reactor nuclear plant produces 28, 56, like 3 times more power than a coal plant, and it consumes four 1/100ths of a ton of nuclear fuel. Maybe. They hold 4 tons of nuclear fuel. They hold 3 tons of nuclear fuel. So, anyway, we want to try it, get it going. I don't know. So, yeah, we're still building all this road here. All this road up in here. I want to pave want to gravel this, get away from the dirt road. So that'll still be a long time. Yeah, this isn't like transport fever where you. What is that? Oh, carrying workers out to the. Oh, okay. Yeah, it isn't like transport fever where you can set up a route or whatever and they'll just keep. Well, yeah, it is actually, because most of those places have an infinite supply of items, where this has a not so infinite supply of items. So, yep, that's where we sit. A little bit of problems. The passenger train, wherever in the world it is. Oh, that's right, you can do that. List of lines. Rail lines. That one. Where are you at? Okay. Oh, you're at the. Oh. And still, they're not carrying. Where are you? Oh, you're coming down. Alright. You're full of fuel somehow. But yeah, so far I don't think this train has hauled a single person. I know that if the distance is too far, at least from buses, because I was trying to bus people somewhere. I don't remember where I was. Prior game, prior season. The bus would be loaded with its 60 passengers, or whatever it was. About the time it got like 3/4 of the way, because it was a very long trip, and by the time it got like 3/4 of the way, 7/8 of the way to the destination, the bus was empty. People just got off while I was driving, and I don't want to do this anymore. We'll walk back home. And that might be the case with this train. It may be just too far to carry people. Because I thought for sure that I would be picking up people in here and here, coming across, students, because I had the technical college down here, wherever here is. Here, there. And I figured train coming in here with the bus, they would just be eating it up. Well, it's not. In fact, I don't even have any professors at the moment. No, I have 2 professors, and they're not teaching students, they're working on research. So there's a lot of things I really still don't know about the game. And like I said, I spent 4 hours messing with this, trying to get, I think I have everything going again. Let's go back up here for a minute. I wound up at the point of exporting 3 trucks of gravel, 1 truckload. I don't remember if it was 1 truckload of alcohol and 1 truckload of chemicals, and buying power back. So I was just watching this, was not so slowly dropping, but dropping. By moving the power plant around and pulling that off, I'm now producing power, selling power. By putting the oil tank, actually I changed this line a little bit, so he takes one tanker load of bitumen and sells it. Comes back, loads up 1 tanker load of, that's all that's on the train, is 1 tank car. Picks up a load of fuel, delivers it, bitumen, fuel, bitumen, each trip, instead of, it gives the tanks a chance to refill. I changed my oil pickup because I noticed after all the gas ran out, or all fuel ran out over in the fuel stations over here, that anything that was running kind of in this, anything that was in this area that was making runs was going to the here, the train diesel station, which is being supplied by the refinery. There's nothing being trucked to it. It's just going straight from the refinery to there. All the trucks and all the cars and everything was down here was going there and picking up fuel. So I had a long line of vehicles. So my distribution center, I swapped them over to here because they should never run out unless I run out of fuel here. possibility. I may have to put another tank car on. Because that tank's full. Which means I have to go back there. Anyway. That's where we're at. That's where we're going with this. And of course I have nowhere near 500 people working in that plant. I have... Yeah... That would be another thing that I would like to see. It doesn't really affect the people a whole lot because it's down. But having religion, see, they're quite low on government loyalty. But they're happy, so that's all we're concerned in. So there you have it, kind of a update on 4 hours work. That's all. Yeah, and I put this road in, and then after I put this road in, and was bringing passengers up here, or I thought I was bringing passengers up here. Yeah, I can't send them to the mine because there's no road connected to the mine. There's a footpath, but there's no road, so I can't. They bring up an occasional bus load, or half a bus load, and they walk over here and go to the mine. Also, too, I can't take anybody here, and if I go, and we're going to work here. No, you're not. Too far away. That's 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 too far away. Yeah, so anyway. Still working on it. Still trying to figure it out. The areas I do have, I think, I'm putting a big emphasis on think. I think everything is working except for my power plant keeping it manned. 3 people puts out a small amount of electricity. Somewhere down in here, you get to 2 people and it drops. 3 people, you're putting out like 3 kilovolts, which is enough to keep the lights on. But once you get like 5 or so people in here, then the voltage goes back up. So, so now, there we are. That's where I was going with this. So now we're exporting food, I think, alcohol. We're running the power plant, putting electricity back into their grid. We're running excuse me, gravel to the border. We've got coal train filling up here. Is he there? Yes. He's slowly loading up, and then he goes over the border with a load of coal. We got the other engine wherever he's at. I don't know where he is. He at the border. Yep, he's there. And he is unloading bitumen at the moment. So he'll come back and get fuel. you get what? 60, how 60 tons? You get 60 tons of fuel from this tank when he fills up. So anyway, we are making a little bit of money. And I'm kind of just sitting back at this point, hoping that these roads will get built back over here, the other side of the river. Hoping that this stuff will get built, and then I can go on and start the construction. As for the heating plants, that's again where I was going. I forgot. Until I get this operational, I'll have to be using just scads of dump trucks running from up here to down here somewhere to offload. So hopefully if I get this going, maybe once this is kind of more complete, maybe I can go to the seasons and try it, see how it goes. So hope you enjoyed it. This went a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it was going to be like a 10-15 minute video. So I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember, hit the like button. We didn't get anything done, but I went through a lot of explanation. Some people say I don't talk enough. I did this time, I hope. Anyway, feedback, comments, suggestions, greatly appreciated. And subscribe and get these insightful stories. I don't know what else to call them. And again, I hope you enjoyed it. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.